Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am the Jaywalker. Today, ghost story for Saturday, Tales from the Target. So, back in previous iterations of my life, if you will, one of my jobs was working retail at Target. One of the stores that I worked at was up in Riverdale, Utah, just kind of connected to Ogden, down on the south end of Ogden. I worked there for a few years. Now, how this particular Target got haunted, if you will, I don't know. I just know that we had a lot of strange events that went on there that we could never explain. Now, I wish I had the video evidence from this. There's a lot of security footage that I was shown at one point that I wish I could get a hold of, but, you know, this was back in the day prior to me doing this. Not quite, maybe in the very beginnings of YouTube, prior to a lot of smartphones. And so, you know, getting a hold of that footage would be difficult, and I would imagine that sometime over the last 15, 16 years since I worked there, I would imagine that the footage has probably been erased. But let's get into the stories here. So the first one, you know, one of the things, so there's cameras all over inside these big stores like that, Walmart, Target, whatever. Each one of, and so there's, you know, and each one of them covers different stores and different areas of the store. They've got some that just cover the sales floor. There's a camera generally in most stores like this, just straight up above each cash register to watch, you know, what the cashier is doing. And at one point on this security camera, and it's in the middle of the night, and the store that I worked at back then, I believe, closed at I believe 10 o'clock at night, and it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm not even sure that they'd had the overnight team there at that point, but at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, for some weird reason, just one of the drawers on one of the cash registers open. I mean, there's no money in it. They took the money out right at closing, but the cash register just pops open. Nobody there. Like I said, I think they had gotten done with everything, and it just pops open for no reason. Could there be some logical explanations? Sure. But yeah, just very strange. Second experience that we had come across watching, you know, the security footage was in the back of the store. There was, they called them the receiving doors, and it wasn't for like the big trucks, but it was for smaller deliveries. UPS would come through, and it was during the day on this one, and generally these doors are locked constantly. You know, if there's a delivery driver or somebody coming back, there's a doorbell buzzer that they push, and, you know, somebody's back there, they're going, they've got the key, or they've got the little button to open up the door, but these doors are locked. And I believe it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The doors on this particular store faced west, and it was in the afternoon when this happens. It's bright, you know, like there's nothing beyond that you can really see, partially because it's blinding light, but also, you know, it's just really bright. But it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so our receiving people have gone. There's no reason why these would have opened, but these doors just open. There's nobody is there, nobody is around. The doors just swing open, hold open for 5 seconds, and then they just close. like I said, these doors are locked. There's no reason why these doors should have opened, especially without any help. Third story. And again, they had a great video on this. And so I worked in the grocery department, so this one I can vouch for myself, corroborate that I've seen this happen. But they had the camera just happened to be facing down the bread aisle, and you see this lady walking down. She's walking down the middle of the aisle, and from probably the second shelf down, and the shelves are 6 feet plus high at this point. And so about, top shelf, so it's about 6 feet up ish. 5.5, 6 feet up, but you see a loaf of bread topple. And as it's going down, I mean, it's on a normal trajectory, if you will, just coming straight down, where it might hit, a foot out from the shelf, but at, about 3 feet down, all of a sudden it takes a 45-degree angle off to where, and shoots off about 3 feet away from where that trajectory had been. Again, no reason for it to do that. And it kind of was almost going like end over end as it came out and then shot out. Now, I have seen this happen. I have seen bread come, honestly, like flying out from those top shelves, and it's only off the top shelves for no explainable reason. And kick out. Again, no logical explanation for that part. Those are today's stories. Tell me what you think. Thanks for joining me. Join me again when we talk ghosts, cemeteries, whatever else you want. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on another Jaywalk.